I'm going to build this mini boost pedal into this guitar, and I'm going to do it in a very non-sophisticated way by simply using jack cables in and out of the pedal. I made a wiring diagram that I'm going to follow, and you can find it on partscasterplanner.com if you ever want to try something crazy like this yourself. This video is actually the culmination of a project I've been working on for over a year. And yes, this guitar build is pretty crazy. And if you haven't been following along, you can go back and watch the whole series later. My goal for this video is to finally put all the pieces together and actually play the guitar and hear sound out of the speakers. But experience tells me not to celebrate yet. So much can still go wrong. So let's start with the easiest thing first, connecting the pots and the capacitor. And I actually bought this Gibson pot as well. Why not pay extra to have the brand on there? Is it a little high? It is a little high. Yeah, that's much better. You see that? This is the wiring diagram I'm going to follow. And I made it without putting in the ground wires because that messes the whole thing up. This is fun. So this is the first connection. The next one is these two. I don't need all that wire. So that wire can come in handy now. That's it. And then I can just nip this off like this. That's the connection. The next one is the capacitor. So I need to ground the whole thing by putting a wire to the bridge. That hole right there connects into this hole. Let me put that wire in now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to make longer. And then I can just start connecting everything. All right, it's another day and it's pretty cold out. It's about 8 degrees and I put a little fire in the fireplace just because it's a little more cozy like that. So I can't wait to get into this, so let's just continue. So I did the first jack cable and then I put things into the tubes, and that is pretty, it's not easy. So let's just see what happens with the multimeter when I touch the sleeve and I hold it to this wire. 0, that's good. This should be the tip of the jack cable. It works. So that jack cable works. All right. Now I'm ready to do the next one. Beautiful. This little fellow right here, I need to cut it and make this one longer. How hard can it be, right? I think everything is in place now. All the wires are going through here just like they should, I think. So now the big question is there connection? That's something I'm going to check out next time I'm building, because right now it's too dark out. All right, a few days have passed and now I'm ready to work more on guitar. Actually, it's Friday today, Wednesday, I couldn't help myself. I went out here, I didn't have time. I just put a 9-volt battery on there to see what happens, and nothing worked. So then I started ripping out the power cable and testing, but I didn't have time, and now nothing works and everything is ripped out. So I have to do it again, and I'm used to that. I'm failing all the time. It's part of it. I have a new power cable right here, and I'm going to use that instead. And this time I'm going to check every step of the way so I can identify where the problems are. First of all, I'm going to test the connection from the pot of the boost. And this is the pot of the boost, and I have to connect the red to the red and the black to the black right there. But I need to know if there's a connection from the print onto the pot. It should go to 0 if there's a connection. There's definitely a connection. It's hard to keep it steady over here. Yeah, that works. The black one. Okay, so the pots, they work. There's a connection, definitely. Okay, I'm ready to test one of the jack cables. Yay, we have a winner. Now this one, that's good as well. Okay, both jacks are working. So I made a little test setup. I put the battery on here, and I just connected these two very lightly. Let's see what happens now. It lights up. You see that? Off, on. So it's lighting up with the 9-volt battery like that. Okay. It's working. I think I'm ready to try to get the power cable into the tube again. Before I go further with the wiring, let me just put some copper foil in there. Yet another cold day, but I'm super excited because now I'm going to connect the wires to the pots. Going to do a genius thing, I think. I'm going to ground this copper so that the ground from the switch can just go over here. Doesn't have to go all the way. And the same thing over here, I'm going to ground and put that to the pot. And for that, I just have this wire that I'm going to use as a ground wire. And instead of just soldering, I could actually just put it in here, right? It's a hassle to get it, but when it's done, it's great, right? Right? Super tight, so it's going in. Yeah, there you go. That was it. And now I have to put it all back. I'm down. So now I have the ground wire, and this is grounded. Oh man, things are really coming together now. Now I'm going to connect this. And the ground is going over here. And then this is the ground wire. But where's the hot wire? Wait a second.
Major fail.
You're kidding me. Didn't I think about that? That's amazing. So I need a wire going from here all the way. That's the hot out. This is not my day, I think. And yet another day is not my day. Maybe it's not the day. Don't you just love seeing an amateur at work? That's amazing. So this is the neck, this is the bridge, and the white one is the neck, so I have to attach this one over there. So far, so good. So now the wire I forgot is through, and it all looks like a mess again. Now I can actually connect the hot wire. So that's it. That's the toggle switch connected. So the next thing is I'm going to connect some of all this stuff. The first thing I think I want to connect is the easiest thing. I want to connect the 9-volt battery. And that's it. It's time to check it out. If the connection is great, yeah, there you go. Definitely connection, and let's see in the middle. Definitely connection. Now the battery thing is actually done. That wasn't that bad, right? Amateurish, but not bad. Next up, I think I want to connect this one, the pot for the boost. I just burned my finger. I love it. It works. It works. This is how the pot connection turned out. All right, so next up, I'm going to connect the hot out of the toggle switch and down to the volume. Okay, so now the hot wire from the toggle switch is connected, the power is connected, and the pot for the boost is connected. Now I actually only need to connect the in and out of the pedal, and then I need to connect all the ground wires. And that's it. So the middle of this volume pot is now connected to the in of the boost. So now I'm ready to connect the output from the pedal to the output jack. So now the input jack, the output jack, and the power is all connected. The pot for the boost is connected, and the toggle switch is connected as well. Now I just need to connect all the ground wires, all of these black ones right there. First of all, I'm going to connect the casing of the pots with the output jack. Now that's kind of the final step. I'm going to connect all the ground wires to this casing right there. Let's just take the multimeter and check out some connections. So wherever I touch here should be grounded all over the place, and it is. So the grounding looks very, very good. Now the battery is connected, and I should be able to, yeah, you see that? It turns on. I think that's it. I think that's the connection. I'm worried about shielding the pedal. The whole thing is out in the open. That could give me a lot of noise. When the battery is connected all the time and the jacks are in, it will drain the battery in no time. That's just something I thought about yesterday. A little late, you might add. It's a new day and it's very exciting because I have a small amp right here and I'm going to hook it up and see how the wiring is doing. Is it, very noisy? Does it even work? So that's it. Now it's hooked up and I'm ready to turn on the switch right here and put in the jack. find the other way around maybe. All right, first of all, let's plug in the jack cable right here, like that. Let's plug in the 9-volt battery, and over here it turns on, it turns off. All right, so no immediate crazy noise, but it's super loud now. Yeah, let's check the volume part first of all. Let me turn it off. Yeah, that works. How about the tone? Seems to work fine. That's great. So now the big thing, I'm going to turn on the pedal and see what happens. Okay. So the noise gets different. Doesn't seem to do anything when I'm moving on this one. If I do like this, I turn this off. It's super loud. I turn it on. Nothing. I turn it. Still nothing. Man, when I turn on the boost pedal, nothing works. Nothing works. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Huh. You got to be kidding me, man. How stupid can I be? Making a mistake like that? This is simply too stupid. Check this out. What does it say right there? It says in. That's the side with 2. So I switched in and out around. In a way you could say the pedal is upside down. It's like this, right? And I thought about it like this, in, out. Okay, enough excuses. Let's just fix it. Let's fix it. Okay, so I just have to switch the orange one with the light blue one. That's it. There you go. The big question, how long is this one? Can it reach over there? It can if I do like this, but then I can't really. Well, I guess I could. Now in is out and out is in. So let's just try it out one more time. So now, what happens now? Let's turn it on. I like it. You know what? As far as this test goes, I think I made it. So the only thing I need now is to shield this cavity over here and find a great solution for my studs being a little loose. So of course I ran into another small issue. Check this out. It's kind of hitting the wood right there. Another beautiful winter day and even colder. And I got the copper foil. So let's get on with it. In the comments, I have gotten the question if I can overlap copper foil and then it still works. I'm overlapping 2 pieces like this. Be sure to really push it in there. Then it will work. There's no problem. You can overlap. The ground wire right here is connected actually to the pipe. But this foil right here needs to be grounded as well. Here's my solution. I added a wire to the ground and I taped it to the copper shielding. You can see I put a little gaffer to isolate these hot outputs from the copper shielding. Let's just test the whole thing. That's fine. guess the shielding is done. Now the other problem I'm working on is this problem right here. And I have to show you, I found a video by Philip McKnight. He is putting a piece of newspaper paper around it, and then he's putting glue on that, and that seems to work fine. So I'm trying something out. That's the ground wire for the bridge. I needed to be attached to this one. So I thought maybe I could just wrap it in this copper foil, and maybe that will be good enough. I guarantee you that is not going to move. So now that one should be grounded, so let's check that out. If it's not, I have a big problem. Like this and like this. Yeah, absolutely. Great connection. It is grounded. I don't know, man. Do I dare to just put copper foil around this and plunge it in there? Okay, this is not as tight as the other one. I can actually push it in there. I don't think I'm able to pull this out. So that's it, the bridge is on. It's a beautiful day for finishing a guitar. But then just before I turned on the camera, it occurred to me I didn't make the cover for the battery compartment that should sit right here. Then when I looked at the battery was sitting like this. So I had to make the compartment a little deeper. And then it turns out that the corner of the battery was actually hitting the output jack. And now everything fits in there. I can do like this, and the battery is in there. So now I just need to make the cover for the battery compartment, and I also need to put in the strap buttons. Today is such a big day for me. I'm going to play this guitar for the first time. I've been working on this guitar for a year or more, and now I'm finally ready to put strings on it. But I need to do some small things before I'm ready to put on the strings. I need to put strap buttons in. Of course, the knobs are going on there, and of course the screws are going in. But one thing I have to do is I will try to polish the acrylic plate just to see if I can get some of the scratches out. So I can't wait. Let's get on with it. First 1200 grit, then 2500 grit, and then polish. That's good enough anyway. All right, that's it. It's scratch free, almost. Let's put it all together again. Okay, let's put the screws in. Last one. So now it's time to put in the knobs. I've been looking forward to that. These knobs are from Geiger. Full disclosure, they sent me those free of charge, and I actually think These fit my build perfectly. I think it actually makes the guitar stand out. This is kind of like jewelry in a sense. They are a little big. I don't know. I like it. Let's put on the bridge. Here we go with the strings. So the strings are on. I've been playing around with this guitar last night and it has some serious buzzing up here. I have to give it a proper setup and I need to put in a string tree right here, and then I need to cut the nut slots a little deeper. When you buy a neck from Guitar Anatomy, the nut slots are pretty shallow. I think that's on purpose because it differs what people want. That's it. All right, so it's done, and in solidarity with the nut, I actually got a haircut as well. So now it's finally time to hear how this guitar sounds. It's pretty cold out, so bear with me with the playing. Both pickups. Not bad. The bridge. The neck, and now I'm going to turn on the boost just to see what happens. On the neck pickup, let's turn up the boost. Okay, it's turned all the way down. I like it. So it's not boosting just yet, and now I'm turning it up. Ooh. Turn it all the way up. The middle. And the bridge. So it works, it works. It's fun. And the boost. The noise isn't that bad, right? Man, I can't wait to play around with this guitar when it's not that cold. It's really cold for the fingers. Please don't judge my playing. So what's the moral of this story? That you should definitely build a pedal into your guitar or use old wood with wormholes for your body? No, not at all. The moral is do whatever inspires you. My experience is that it's so satisfying and it's so much fun to come up with an idea that inspires you and actually bring it to life so you can make music with it. And that's ultimately what this whole thing is about, right? Get inspired and make music. So if you want to get inspired to build your own master build, go to Partscasterplanner.com. All parts and templates and wiring diagrams for this guitar and many others are listed there. It's a totally free tool for planning your next guitar build. Try it out. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you haven't seen this whole build, you can check it out right here.